Hi, I'm Thomas.
And I'm Sheena, and we're chasing a plate. Today we're in Malacca, Malaysia, and we're about to go and try Nyonya or Peranakan food. We are so excited to try this mashup of Malay and Chinese cuisine. We're hungry, let's eat. We've ordered a ton of different dishes. We've come to Unicorn Cafe in Malacca, and actually when we were trying to find a Nyonya restaurant to visit, it was sort of hard because a lot of the restaurants in town are really quite expensive, but we stumbled across Unicorn Cafe and I really liked the story as well. It's run by a young Nyonya woman who's trying to spread the love of Peranakan cuisine or her heritage to the world, and it's awesome, it's so great. So we have ordered some curry chicken. It's called chicken curry debal. So it's chicken cooked in a spice-filled gravy, and there's a touch of vinegar right here. We've ordered sabak, which is a pork which is cooked in a really dark looking sauce with lots of spices. We've got a fish which is covered in this sambal sauce, and we've got some coconut milk vegetables which are cooked with rempa, which are spices. This looks so good, we can't wait to get in. So I keep saying Nyonya or Peranakan. When you come to Malacca, you'll see a lot of Peranakan and Nyonya restaurants. Basically the Peranakan or Baba Nyonya are the descendants of Chinese migrants who came to Malacca in the 1800s and who intermarried with local Malay. So the food is like a mashup of Malay and Chinese food. So lots of Chinese ingredients using Malay spices.
The wait to eat this is killing me, so I'm just going to dive in and grab some of everything to start off. There's this chicken curry. I'm going to grab a huge thing of that. I can see mustard seeds in there, which is pretty unusual. And then we've got the pork. I'll grab some nice big bits of that. The sauce is really runny actually. It's very watery, but it's very dark looking. And then the sauce on the chicken curry is much thicker and quite gritty. It's looks like there could even be some nuts or something in there. It's really, really gritty. And then this fish is just beautiful with the chili piled up on top. So I think I'll just rip into that too and just grab some while we're at it. Look at this chili, it's so thick on top, the sambal. Incredible. Let's just try it. Oh, there's a lot of oil underneath. So can you see that? The oil from the sambal. Luckily it's gone down to the bottom. That's probably where you want that. Well, the fish is quite, it's not that fleshy, but it's kind of like a tuna, the style of fish. There we go. I'll just grab a little bit to get going. I've got a few bones in there. I'll have to navigate my way through. Alright, let's start with some sauces actually. I'm just going to try the sauces. So the chicken curry. Oh, yum. It's got a real twang. It's not very spicy at all. It's got a spice. I'm just going to try some more because my spoon had the sambal from the fish on it still. It's got a really good spice. Just a nice mellow curry taste. So that's a really good sauce. Let's try the sauce from the pork. That's like a slow cooked soy sauce style sauce. That's really deep. It's got a great saltiness, really deep in flavour. I want to try some of this stuff with the actual protein. So you've got the rice, the chicken, and then the sauce. Oh, yum! It's got sort of a floral taste. I can't really pick what it is. It's quite unusual. It's like sharp, then spicy, and then just leaves this like tang. That is really, really good. It's sort of, is this the vinegar one, Sheena?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's got a touch of vinegar in it, and that's the tang I'm getting. This really vinegary just aftertaste, which I love. Let's try some of this pork dish. Got one piece of pork, which looks like quite lean pork. Oh man, that's phenomenal. The meat just falls to bits. That sauce, it's really sweet, but it's salty as well. It's so well balanced. Often with a sauce like that, you put it in your mouth and you think too salty or too sweet. That is just perfectly put together. while I'm at it, I might as well try everything. I'm gonna rip off some fish. So I've got some of the fish, a little bit of the skin, which should have a nice crunch on it. And then I'm gonna get a little bit more of this sambal sauce because look at it, it's so thick and beautiful looking. So I reckon this bite deserves a whole lot of that sambal. It's not as spicy as I thought it would be. It looks like it's going to be fiery as heck, but it's actually quite sweet, and then has a vinegar taste as well. It's coming on a little bit now, the spiciness, but just in a nice like tingle, like popping candy. It's just tingling all around my mouth, but it's not that spicy. I'm going to try a little bit more, but without the big whack of sambal on top. Oh, the fish, yeah, it's kind of like a tuna. It's sort of a mackerel-y taste actually to it as well, like quite oily. Really nice, really tasty fish.
I've gone crazy and I've just loaded up my plate with all of the dishes. I'm gonna get in and try this curry. It comes with potato, which is really interesting. The sauce, like Thomas said, is so textural. There's, I think, lemongrass, and there's mustard seeds, and there's probably a lot of ginger. Let me give that a go. It's really flavoursome. So it's not blow your socks off in the pedas or chili spice levels, but you can taste all that lemongrass and that ginger and the other spices in there. It's so flavoursome. I can't wait to eat more of it. I'm going to give these, thank you Auntie. No, it's alright. Auntie's just brought over the pie tea, which we also ordered. It's a Peranakan like starter, and it seems to be like almost like a dumpling skin or some sort of skin, crispy, and then it's filled with there's shredded egg, and I can see hikama, which is like a turnip or a radish, correct me if I'm wrong, and then maybe some fried shallots. I'm just going to pop this in my gob while it's here. There's also some, I think this might be sambal belacan, which is like a fermented shrimp chili condiment. I'm going to stick some on there. They're so cute. And just give it a go. It's like a little cup. Not sure how it works, but... I got a really strong hit of garlic from that sambal belacan. And I don't know what that wafer is, but it's almost like a bland potato chip, that type of texture and flavour. And then that beautiful soft vegetable in there, the hikama, is really sweet. That's a great little starter. I'm going to get back to this plate of deliciousness. This fish, Auntie told us it was called sen chow, and it looks really oily like a mackerel, like Thomas said, and I've just loaded it up with that sambal. Let's try it. Oh, yeah, that's so delicious. It's not as strong in flavour as, say, a mackerel, but it's got the same texture, and that sambal is like a perfect spice. Heat is starting to come through now, but it's sweet when you first put it in your mouth. I'm going to try this sebat pork dish. This really is quite Chinese. It reminds me of a dish that my grandma used to cook. And you can see, like, in this broth here, that there's heaps of like soy sauce. It probably has aromatics like clove and star anise. It looks real good. Yeah, you can really taste that star anise. It's really strong in flavour, but overall it's quite a sweet dish. I'm loving all this food. Nyonya food all the way.
I love that meal. It was so good. And remember, always details down below in the description box of where we're eating, what we're eating, because we want you guys to be able to try this food as well. So always look down below to figure out where we are so you can try these places. And while you're down there, drop us a comment. Say if you enjoyed the video, which dishes do you like if you've had Nyonya food before.
What dishes should we try?
Yeah, what dishes should we have next time? And the most important thing, make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the little notification bell beside the subscribe button, because that'll mean you get a little notification whenever we post a video. We're going to carry on with the Nyonya theme, and we're going to go find some Nyonya Kuih. So Kuih are snacks or sweets. Did you get dripped on? Ah, air conditioner drips. Hello, how are you?
A lot of our subscribers told us that we had to visit Baba Charlie for their Nyonya Kuih. So we're here. It looks really local, like I think it's just someone's kitchen.
There's someone's washing line and fence. It's very much a back alley little restaurant. So this is pretty exciting to check out this kuih shop.
There's so many kuih to choose from, so you just grab a basket and go for it. And everything's signed. So there's apam balik, which is that delicious like pancake crumpet kuih. There's kochi hitam, which is shredded coconut with gula melaka. There's all these beautiful looking snacks. I'm just gonna get right in.
Kuih are purchased. These look really interesting and so different to some of the other ones we've tried. If you haven't seen our trying kuih videos, we've done 2 of them so far. So we'll link them down below. There's playlists. Check those out if you're interested in us just eating kuih. But these are the Nyonya kuih. Super interesting.
So beautiful.
Look at all the colors, the blue. Look at those layers. I think the blue would come from the sweet pea flour?
Butterfly pea.
Butterfly pea flour, which you see in some dishes here. They flavor things or color things blue. And it's just really jelly like this one. It's really, really interesting looking. I'm just gonna dive right in. What are you gonna have?
I'm gonna try this one here. I'm not sure what's in it, but it's wrapped in a banana leaf and it just feels really soft and squishy. How's that?
This is like coconut jelly on top, and it's really soft. It's really pudding-like. And down below here, it's much more jellied in texture. It's quite sticky and chewy. And I think it's a gula melaka. It's got a burnt taste. The blue doesn't really have any flavor, but looks incredibly pretty. That's super nice. Oh, look at that thing.
I've just unwrapped my one and it's like sticky, I think glutinous rice flour.
Blue on the bottom too.
Blue on the bottom too, and oh wow, look at that.
Look at that.
Blue is sensational.
That looks like an
really
amazing texture.
Soft and squishy. I'm gonna bite into it.
Give that a go. Oh,
Look at it.
can't get enough of it. Wow, look how thick it is. What's inside? Coconut.
Coconut and sesame seeds. And the glutinous rice flour is very sticky and quite savoury, but then you get that burst of sweetness from that coconut and the sesame seeds. So good.
So good. We've got plenty more of these to try, but I am so full. So I think we're going to have to save them for later. Sadly, we won't video them, sorry, but based on these 2, these are all going to be something special. So this, I reckon, is another place you've got to check out when you're in Malaka. It's, once again, slightly outside the centre. We're actually on the other side of town now, but totally worth checking out. Super cool place. And the locals, all these cars you're seeing, that's where they're going. No one's going anywhere else but that little stall. So it's clearly a popular spot.
Thank you so much to all our subscribers who recommended Baba Charlie to us. We are so glad we came here because it's proving to be super delicious.
Winner!
We hope we inspired you to eat and explore like a traveller, not a tourist. Remember, we're here in Malaka for a week and we're going to be filming a ton of food videos, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. We'll see you next time. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Jumpa lagi!
Jumpa lagi!